Hello friends, and welcome back to one of those special episodes where we play with a national team on a final tournament, in this case Croatia at Euro 2032. But before we get into that, I need to start this episode with an apology, because at the end of every season until now we talked about what happened in the other leagues, in the cups and European competitions. But last episode I forgot, so I'm really sorry about that. Let me show you what happened around Europe right now. So we've won the league and the UEFA Champions League, so that means the only trophy we're missing is the FA Cup, so we can move on. Tottenham, Man City and Man United qualified for the Champions League, with Arsenal and Liverpool to Europa League, Chelsea to the Conference League. We have Watford, Cardiff and QPR relegated from the Premier League. Let's see La Liga. Barcelona are champions. Valencia finished second, with Real Madrid and Villarreal qualifying to the Champions League. Sevilla and Atletico Madrid to Europa League, with Real San Sebastian, that Real Sociedad to the Conference League. Also, we can see here Espanyol qualifying for the Europa League. That means they probably won the Conference League. Celta Vigo, Eibar and Zaragoza got relegated. Bundesliga. Of course, Bayern keeps dominating the league after we left. Leverkusen are still up there, with Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund qualifying for the Champions League. Wolfsburg and Hertha Berlin to the Europa League. Freiburg to the Conference League. I don't see any surprises here. Darmstadt and St. Pauli got relegated. Ligue 1. This is a big surprise, as Rennes just became champions. Good for them. Like I said in previous episodes, Rennes became a powerhouse 10 years into this save. PSG and OL qualified for the Champions League. Monaco and Strasbourg to the Europa League, with Lille getting a spot in the Conference League. We got Toulouse and Lyon relegated. Now let's see Serie A. So Juventus won the league, with Inter, Roma and Fiorentina also qualifying for the Champions League. AC Milan and Lazio qualifying for the Europa League, and Napoli to the Conference League. Sassuolo just missing out on Europe by 1 point. And we got Verona, Frosinone and Empoli, who are an affiliated club of West Ham, relegated to Serie B. Now let's see who won the cups. Yeah, so we already know that Man City won the trophy 2-1 against us. That's okay. We'll get to stay for at least one more season here at West Ham. The DFB Pokal won by Bayern München, so they've done the double, 2-1 against Mönchengladbach. In Italy, Juventus also won the league and the cup 1-0 against Roma. Coupe de France, PSG against Rennes 4-0. Okay, so PSG won a trophy. And we still have the Spanish Cup, won by Valencia. Yes, 1-0 against Barcelona after extra time. So the Conference League was won by Espanyol, 2-0 against Düsseldorf. Interesting. Valencia made it all the way to the Europa League final, but they've lost it against Leipzig 2-0, too bad for them. And of course, you already know, we've won the Champions League on penalties after 1-1 with Man United. Now, before we actually get into today's episode, I would really appreciate if you would like to subscribe to the channel, give a like, leave a comment, whatever you want to comment about. Now, we're about to meet the 23 players that's going to represent their country at Euro 2032. I'm not gonna talk about every single one of them, because we're gonna be here forever, but we will talk about some of the most important ones. We got 3 goalkeepers, of course. Our first choice for now was Ivo Grbic, even though he's 46. He's a decent goalkeeper. He's a star player at Ajax. He's an alright goalkeeper for now, and as his backups I have a 42-year-old that play at Leeds and a 20-year-old youngster from Dynamo Zagreb that's first choice goalkeeper. Good for him. Now moving on to defenders. Guardiola, of course, we all heard and know about this guy. He became a beast. He plays for Liverpool. Let's see his entire career. Yeah, he moved to Liverpool for 89 million like 7 years ago, and he's been a regular there. World-class defender. We have Mario Vuksovic, another good central defender. He's a regular starter at Leicester. He's decent. He's first choice alongside Vardiol. We also have Bosco Sutalo, a 32-year-old that plays for Arsenal. Yeah, he's a good ball playing defender. Sometimes I use him as a right wing back on support. Yeah, he's a squad player at Arsenal. I guess he's transfer listed. He's wanted by a lot of teams, a lot of good teams. Yeah, moving on. Of course, as left back, we have Tommy Le Pen from West Ham. You guys already know this guy. We also have Josip Stanisic that can actually play as a wingback on the right, but can do a decent job as a ball-playing defender and sometimes as a wingback on the left. So he's good to have around. He's a squad player at Roma, even though he's 42. We have Bartol Vranjac, who's a backup to Le Pen. On the right side, we also have Damir Jajic from Hajduk Split. We also have a 34-year-old from Sassuolo just as a backup. I called this guy because Marin Curic got injured, like I said in the last episode. Now, moving on to midfielders, we have Marco Bulat, plays for Rennes. He's a squad player there. He's wanted. He's decent. He's mostly gonna be playing as a deep line playmaker on support. Now, Luka Basic. Now you're probably thinking, hey, this guy doesn't play for West Ham. Well, he does now. I just signed him from Liverpool, but that's a story for another episode. He's a world-class midfielder. I'm training him as a DM at West Ham, but in this tournament, I think he's going to play as a box to box because I don't really have a decent box to box, and you know I really enjoy having a box to box in my squad. Moving on to Luka Sucic, 29-year-old from PSG, regular starter there. Great player to have around. He's a great world-class midfielder. Look at him. He's great in that midfield as the advanced playmaker. He can do a decent job as a box-to-box, maybe a little bit better than Basic, but his tackling is only 8 and positioning only 10. So I'm using him in his preferred role as the advanced playmaker. Marco Barbaric, a 22-year-old from Hanover. He's also an advanced playmaker. I'm gonna use him as backup. We have Christian Renic, a 19-year-old from Juventus. He's a backup on the right. We have Nikola Vlasic, the 44-year-old that used to play for West Ham. Now he's doing a decent job at Copenhagen as a star player. He still has what it takes, even though he's 44. He'll mostly be backup to other players that we have around, like Luka Ivanushek. My pronunciation, it's awful, I know. 43-year-old from Sevilla. Yeah, he's decent and his first choice. We have Stipe Buick. He's a 29-year-old inverted winger on the left. Great. Roko Simic, a decent striker to have around, plays for Freiburg as a squad player. He can play on the left as an inside forward or up front. Mirko Buell, a 25-year-old that plays on the left. Belio or Belgio, if you guys are starting a new save, sign this guy. He can become a world-class striker. In this save, he's now 30 and he's a regular starter for Sheffield United. He moved from Osijek to Monaco, and after one season they sold him for less than they paid to Saint Etienne. Then he made his move to the Premier League, where he is a regular starter for Sheffield United. And I kept this guy for last, a 19-year-old wonder kid that plays for Dynamo Kiev. I think he's on loan. Yeah, he's on loan from Man City. I had to bring this guy. He's going to be first choice on the right. Now, I do have my favorite tactic, of course, the 4-3-3 with a DM. Yes, I'm using two playmakers, the advanced one and the deep lying one, and it works. You know, we have an inverted winger on the right, we have the inside forward on the left. Yeah, wing backs, ball playing defenders, all that good stuff with a tiki-taka style. Now let's see how we got ourselves to Euro 2042. So in the qualifiers, we were drawn in a group alongside Germany, North Macedonia, Gibraltar, Latvia, and Cyprus. We've won all the games except this one away at North Macedonia. Yes, we've beaten Germany twice, 2-1 away from home with Tommy Le Pen scoring a goal, and 3-2 home, Marco Bulat with a double and Rocco Simic. We had some impressive wins against the likes of Gibraltar or Latvia, an 8-0 right here, for example. Yeah, overall, it was easy. We've won the group, of course. Now let's see the group stage at Euro 2032. Yeah, the games already started in Group A and Group B. We have Scotland, Netherlands, Norway, and Portugal in Group A, a difficult one. In Group B, Belgium, Ukraine, Hungary, and Finland. Groups Finland getting to the Euros, good for them. In Group C, we have the Czech Republic, France, Poland, and Slovenia. We were drawn in Group D in a really tough group alongside Denmark, Germany, and Serbia. Remember, we've beaten Germany twice in the qualifiers. In Group E, we have Ireland, Israel, Italy, and Spain. And in Group F, we have Albania, England, Romania, and Sweden. So if we have 6 groups, that means the first 2 places from each group and 4 of the best teams that finished third will qualify for the next stage. Now, if we look at the schedule, we're only gonna be playing one game against Denmark, and next episode we'll play against Germany and Serbia. So this is the first 11 I've chosen for this game. We have Grbic, the 46-year-old goalkeeper, in goal. Le Pen, Gvardiol, Vuskovic, Sutalo, Bulat, Basic, Sucic, Fustar, Ivanušek, and Beljo, or Beljo. I think it's Beljo. Whatever, Beljo up front. Go out there and impress me? No, let's do it for the fans, boys. Every game in this group is tough. There's no easy games. So let's do our best, boys. We need to get out of this group. I want to keep my job here at Croatia. This is going to be the last national team that I manage in this save. I really enjoyed playing with Serbia or Norway or Ukraine in the first few seasons. We're 1-0 down. Jesus. We're 1-0 down after 23 minutes from a corner. Yeah, I don't need to see this. Nothing much happened in this first half, but Denmark were a little bit better. Yeah, I need to have a chat with the boys. I'm gonna thrash my arm. Sorry, but you guys been terrible. Yeah. Okay, Le Pen, Ivanušek. Come on, boys. Let's equalize. Le Pen again. Oh, what a good ball. What a miss. What a chance for Beljo. Okay, we have a throw in here with Sutalo, Fustar. Come on, kid. Bulat. Fustar again. In the penalty area, tries to cross the ball. Jesus, mate. Vuskovic. The highlight must continue. Come on. Gvardiol. Bulat. Basic. Here's Ivanušek. Beljo. To Sucic. Fustar. Beljo. Just shoot, mate. Jesus. Come on. We're passing the ball around, but we cannot get past their defenders. We're keeping the ball well, but we need that final through ball. This is not good, boys. Come on. Ivanušek. Look at this guy open here, right? Come on, Le Pen. Ivanušek. It's 1-1. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now that was much better. Yeah, it was a superb team goal. We moved the ball around great here. But he took his time getting it to Le Pen. But that's a great finish. 1-1. Around half an hour remaining. I'm gonna make some subs here. I'm gonna move Ivanušek on the right. And I'm bringing Rocco Simic on the left. And Lukas Sucic is nervous. Come on, mate. Who should I get? Marko Barbaric is replacing Lukas Sucic. Come on, boys. Yeah, Sutalo is tired. Stanisic is coming in. We should win this game. On paper, we are the better team. We had 5 shots on target, but the XG is quite low. Nothing else is happening. I think it's going to end up 1-1. Yes, Okay, it's not that terrible, but you are unlucky. I'm disappointed. I really am. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you're still with me through this save and through this special episode surrounding Euro 2032. Alright, I'll see you guys for the next one.